Okay, good day. I am Luciana Benedita Lalu from Graduate 2000B, and in this video I will explain about the understanding coronavirus. In this week at the live session, we focus on how to talk about coronavirus because it's definitely affecting all of us. It's worrisome and stressful. But what should it be stressful is knowing how to talk about it. And we know together that the coronavirus is very dangerous and fast spread. And And in this pandemic, we are required to do social distancing, wear masks, and always stay at home. Because we know that the virus had swallowed many lives and we are expected to watchful. So in this video today, I'm going to highlight most important vocabulary that you need to understanding and to use when you conversation about coronavirus and what happened around world. Now before I get started, I want to make it very clear, very clear. Okay, to the point. Let's start with the words outbreak, epidemic, and pandemic. That's definitely rapidly to the being used talking about the coronavirus. A really helpful have understand these words. It imagines a target you have a central point and then a circle get a bigger. So an outbreak is a sudden increase in the number of cases in particular place. And now that's we also start word pandemic. Pandemic is low ball and the last epidemic it means a number of case contingents the rise rapidly. Around the globe it's no longer and one country, it's across multiple region, country and contingents. Now one more you may have heard this related to this epicenter. Epicenter is focal point or center point. The epicenter for the outbreak began in this case in United States. The epicenter was a nursing home in Washington State. As we watch the coronavirus move from outbreak, epidemic, and pandemic, we have to respond different ways. The firstly thing that if probably heard about restriction. Restriction is a limit or ways to control someone or something. For example, right now many travel with around war. It means a limit or some control. Where are you can and cannot travel to. Some companies are also restriction employees to stay home to work. A second respond social distancing. This is your focused effort to reduce close contact between people. And the purpose of social distancing is to slow down the movement spread coronavirus. This is way the school closing, this is way public cancel and way uh, to encourage working from home using the internet, email and cell phone. Social distancing also means to stay home more often and who doing public experience a less grown. For example, if you are going to work and you see your neighbor, social distancing which means you don't touch or have close contact. And stay you keep distance. Another response probably is self quarantine. Self quarantine is means to spread and restrict movement of people who have the coronavirus and thus who have not many individual have us or to self quarantine. Stay home and don't going to public. For example, if you have made appointment, one finally war related to isolation. Isolation is the most restrictive form of separation. Isolation is one individual while the day are contagious. Contagious refers to how a disease is spread from one person to the another by direct or indirect contact. Now in this video so far I use the word spread. This is a word spread used talking about the move a virus from one person to the another person to the another. Restriction, social distancing, self quarantine and isolation and they're important, of course, to protect you and all of you, one and individual. And next is symptom. Symptom is a physical sign of an illness. Some most talk about fever, cough, soreness outbreak, and thickness in the chest. To talk about it, you will say, I have a fever. And the last today in this video are some words to do talk about to stay at home more again, talking about the social distancing. Okay, I think just all about the understanding coronavirus. Good day and thank you.